Everyone, it's Jill, and today I'm going to be showing you, not showing you, but telling you what I think of the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Compact Makeup. It looks like that. It has an SPF of 55. I like the fact that it has UVA and UVB protection, because most foundations and most things that say that they have an SPF don't cover the UVA rays. They only have SPF, like the SPF of the UVB rays. So that's really nice. Now the UVA rays are the ones that age you, and the UVB rays are the ones that burn you. So it's very important to have a UVA in your sunscreen, because you don't want to burn, but you also don't want to be aged by the sun either. So yeah, I found that really nice about this foundation. Scent, smells like a foundation, nothing irritating, nothing strong. I find nothing offensive. It comes with this little sponge. Now I did not buy this, so I don't know how much it is. I believe it's like $12.99 maybe. But that's the little sponge it comes with. That's what it looks like at the bottom. So it comes in this little compact, and then it has a nice mirror. My thoughts on this. This is in the color Classic Ivory. First, as far as the shade, like I said, it was sent to me. It's a little bit lighter than me. So this actually is too light for me, but I don't mind having a lighter foundation, because all I do is just apply bronzer all over my face. And I do have what is it called? A video on foundation, on if you go, like, I think it said don't take that. The title of it is Don't Take That Foundation Back to the Store. I'll just link it in the bottom, because it does have some really good tips in there on what to do if you buy something that's too dark for you or too light. And pretty much too light is just put bronzer on. One thing that I did notice, now I don't know how much Katie actually used of this. I'm assuming she didn't use that much, but what I'm starting to see is that it's already starting to hit pan, and I haven't used it that much. I've just been kind of testing it out to see, so I've used it maybe all this week. So not much has been used of it at all, which is what I'm kind of concerned about. I don't know. As far as this goes, I love the coverage. The coverage is like a light to medium coverage. I don't think that it'll be buildable, because I think that if you build upon it, I think that it's just going to look too cakey. These kind of compact makeup or compact foundations like this, they tend to do that. Now, that's what the consistency looks like. It's very thick, and it does blend out pretty nicely. It's very creamy, and I find the best way to apply this is either to, what I like to do is like take it and then just dot it like I would a liquid foundation, and then just kind of buff it in, or to just take your finger in it and just kind of do the whole dot thing again and then just blend it in with your fingers. I found that's the best way to do it. This sponge might be good for touch-ups if you're taking it with you, but I don't know. As far as it being good for dry skin, the reason why Katie sent this to me is because she said it does not work on her dry skin whatsoever. For me, it does blend and smooth on nicely on my oil slick of a skin face that I have. I do have very oily skin, and as summer is approaching, it's going to get even that much more oily. The thing that concerns me about this foundation is once it does get really hot and humid, I don't think that this is going to be one of those foundations that's going to last long. I think it's going to streak throughout the day. I think it's going to just disappear. I'm really loving the finish of it. It makes my skin look really flawless. I didn't apply a primer because, like I told you guys before, when I do reviews on foundations, I don't use primers because a lot of people don't use that in their daily routine. So I like to use, or when I do a review on a foundation, I like to do it without a primer. So as far as lasting power without a primer, I would give it about 6 hours. So it's not the longest, but it's not the shortest either. Would I purchase this again? I don't know. Like, I can kind of feel it on the skin. It's not one of those really lightweight foundations, and those are the ones that I tend to like the most, because I feel if something is really heavy on my skin, it's clogging my pores too much, and therefore it's going to make me break out. So I'm really not a fan of how this feels on the skin, but I think it sits on the skin nice, and I think it gives a nice finish. It is not a dewy finish. When you first apply it, it's almost like it really kind of mattifies your face. And it makes it look a little bit powdery. So yeah, if you're looking for a dewy finish, I would not suggest this at all. It's more of a matte finish and more of a matte powdery finish. It's not as bad as those cream to powder foundations, but this is kind of like a, what do you call this? Like a cake foundation. So yeah, I actually use this as my concealer, and I think that is actually what I'm going to continue to use it as, is a concealer. So there it is again with me blending. And yeah, like I said, I used it as a concealer today, and I could definitely use some more. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I won't be able to use it as a concealer because it doesn't seem to give me that great of a coverage. It looked like it did when I first put it on, but now that I'm looking and going down like this, I can still see those horrendous circles that I hate. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll work as a concealer. We'll see. I didn't put a corrector on today, so maybe if I put a corrector on, it would work with awesome. It would work as a concealer. So that's probably what I'm going to end up using this for, because like I said, it is about to start getting really, really, really hot here. And that is my review on this. And let me just show you what it looks like. As you can see, like, you can still see moles and stuff like that on my face. That's a big old pimple that's just not going to go away. So yeah, that is my review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.